A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net for Wednesday, November the 29th. Before we get started, do we have any emergency or priority traffic for the net? Nothing heard. This is Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1 JBL. My name is Jim, and I'll be your net controller for tonight's net. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic Time in the CQ Maritime Room 60207. The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces. It's scheduled for 1 hour. The net is also streaming live on YouTube at Rob, VE1RMJ, so that everyone can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When you check in, please give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After Maritime stations are called in, stations from outside the area will get a chance to check in. A reminder, due to delay in the system, key up for a second or two before transmitting, and keep the PTT button on for a second or two after your transmission has finished. First, do we have any announcements for the net? Any announcements? Go ahead. Okay, no announcements, so let's start it up with short time stations that can't hang around for the whole net there. So short time stations and mobile. I'll also take mobile stations too, because sometimes you're going to be here now and you won't be here later. So any short time or mobile stations, one at a time, guys. Go.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot. Victor Echo 1, Zulu Bravo.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot, Oscar X-ray.
Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, VA 6 FP.
VE1, Charlie Alpha.
Okay, we'll go with that group to begin with. George, VY2GF, VE1 JBL, come on in.
Well, good evening, Jim, and everybody in the net, and thank you for doing the net. Well, what's happening? I guess this Sunday I'm going to activate a lighthouse up in the National Park. The Cove Head Harbor Lighthouse, and there's two associated parks. There's one associated with the lighthouse, and you're in the national park, so it'll be 3 for the price of 1. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good week, and we'll look forward to the net next Wednesday. Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot.
Yeah, okay, very good, George. Good on the parks. They're also a 3-fer. Boy, that'll bring the people out there for sure. There, you'll be a busy fella for sure. Anyways, good stuff. Thanks very much for coming in. Thanks for taking part. 7-3 for now. And we'll go into Oxford and see Mike, VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE1 Zulu Bravo, leaving Jim, leaving all, and well, I stayed here in Oxford, a little cool, but lots of sunshine, and spent the afternoon in the garage, getting around to doing some housekeeping out there. Long overdue. Nothing further from here, VE1 Zulu Bravo.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Yeah, it was a cool day for sure there, and I wasn't out too much myself there, and when I was out, boy, I did find it cool, that's for sure. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening, 7-3 for now. Let's go down to C. Curtis at 3 Mile Plains, VE1OX, VE1 JBL.
Hi, VE1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot, Oscar X-ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Good evening to you, Jim. Good evening to all the other operators on this evening. Well, Jim, I'm sitting back here having a nice piece of mincemeat pie made out of moose meat and deer, and look, I'll tell you, with a little bit of that big juice added to it. I'm trying to think of Appleton. Appleton Jamaican rum that we put in with it. And look, I'll tell you, that ever screws it up. Anyways, what do I do, Jim? It's -5 degrees here in 3 Mile Plains. We did have a little bit of snow there last night. They started around about 10 o'clock, but it wasn't much. When morning came, the sun came out and took most of it away, and here in about an hour or so, it started snowing again. So we're white again out there. And like I say, not a whole lot, just a dusting, though. Don't mind that. Anyway, Jim, that's about it from here. I guess I'll say 7-3 already. Everybody have a great evening. And thanks for doing the net, Jim. It's always a pleasure to get on. So with that, we'll give it back to you. And I guess we'll go that way. Matter of fact, we're hunting on the computer. So VE1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. 7-3, back to you, Jim.
VE1FOX, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Curtis. Good on everything. And the meat there and the Appleton rum. Yep. And only Appleton rum. That was part of my employment for 30 years there. So we know the different rums, that's for sure. Very good. Thanks, Curtis, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Let's go all the way out to Wainwright, Alberta, and see Francis, VA6FP, VE1 JBL. And I think it was mild out there today. Was it not, Curtis? Or Francis?
VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA6FP. Good afternoon. There I go again. I'm looking out because it's still bright here. Good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to everyone back home in the Maritimes. Great to hear voices out there. I had to check in a bit early today. Thanks for letting me check in early. I got a meeting I've got to get to, so won't be able to stick around for the net. But yeah, it wasn't a bad day. It didn't get up all that high, +2 degrees, but beautiful sunshine all day. Other than that, it was a great day. Yesterday, my goodness, it was, what, I'm sure 8, 9, 10 degrees. It was fantastic here. So we do have a few odd days left, but I don't think we're going to sneak around too much longer there. We're coming to the end of the month tomorrow. And I got a funny feeling December something is going to fly and it's going to stay, which is unfortunate. And I'll tell you one thing. I did hear Curtis talking about that mincemeat pie made with the Appleton rum. I have to say that I was salivating at the sound of it. It sure sounded good. Other than that, Jim, no other news from out here. Ordered up some QSL cards this week, actually, from QSL Concepts in Vancouver. My goodness, they do a good job. They sent me some proofs and made some minor adjustments, so I should be getting them here next week, so we're looking forward to it. So we better pull out of here. Thanks very much for allowing us to check in early. Hope everyone has a great week. We'll say 7-3 all around. Thanks for doing the net. A VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA6FP.
Yeah, okay, very good, Francis. Good and everything there. Yeah, it must have been yesterday. I was looking at the weather map there. They were giving 7 for Edmonton and 7 for Calgary. I said, wow. I said, those are good temperatures for this time of year here. So, but anyway, yeah, we've been cool here all day today here, and now on Friday it's supposed to mild up. I think it's supposed to be up to 8 or 10 degrees here on Friday. But then I think it was Monday. I think they're saying that Monday we're going to get some snow, just snow. So we'll see how that works out there. So, anyways, very good, friends. Thanks for coming in tonight. Thanks for taking part. 7-3 for now. And let's go back to Oxford and see Robert, VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE1 Charlie Alpha. Good evening to you, Jim, and all those on frequency. Wasn't sure if you got me there, so I was hoping. Been a busy day, and I have to go and do some more things there, so I wanted to get in before the net was over. Anyway, the live stream is going, and everything's working there. I had a little bit of trouble. It wouldn't recognize my radio. I had to do a reboot, and all was well. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great evening. 7-3, VE1 JBL, VE1 Charlie Alpha.
Yeah, okay, very good, Robert. Good and everything there. Thanks very much for setting up the online part of it there, and good and everything there. Yeah, I've been having trouble with my radio here the last couple of days here. When I bring up my my software on the 300 here. A couple of times now it's come up and said my audio is not connected, so it won't let me do anything here. So I'm just not sure what's going on there. I've tried different audio things, whatever, but it says we're not connected. You need to connect it to get actually online. So I'm just working through the repeater here tonight. Very good. Thanks, Robert, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's take one more quick round. One more quick round of short time stations and mobile stations. Anybody else that can hang around for the net here? Short time stations and mobile stations. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima, portable, short time. Victor Echo 1, Delta Sierra Sierra, short time, portable.
Okay, you got 3 more short time stations there, so we'll go with those 3. Paul, VE9PAL, go ahead.
Yeah, VE1JBL, this is VE9PAL. How you doing there, Jim, and everybody else on the net? Yeah, I'm just sitting out here at Tim Hortons there, so you guys all take care and have a great week. VE9PAL.
Well, very good, Paul. Very good. Good on the Tim Hortons there, and have a coffee on me there, for sure. 7-3, have yourself a great evening. VE1EPD, VE1JBL, come on in.
VE1JPL, VE1EPD mobile. Oh, just coming back from the woods. We left at 8 o'clock this morning, going side by side with the side by side in the back country. We made 189 kilometers. Fine was going. Kind of cold, but anyway, that was good. And just coming back here to finally go ahead and heading home. V1GPL, VE1EPD, 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good. Everyone good on everything there, and good on the four-wheeling for the day there. And yeah, it is cool out there, so go home and get something, get yourself warmed up there for sure. So 7-3, thanks very much for coming in. VE1DSS, VE1JBL, good evening, Craig.
Thanks for coming in, Jim. Yeah, we're just getting ready to sit down for supper here. We did make that change to our node to comply. And I sent you another little note there. When that happens, we'll keep you in the loop with that one. So 7-3, everybody, and have a great rest of the week. VE1DSS.
Yeah, okay, very good, Craig. Yeah, I'm just looking on here. I do see your call sign with the gateway in it. I think you could have put the repeater call sign in there. Of course, you got DSS in your call part there. That's no problem. But anyways, yeah, I see the gateway put in there, so very good. Okay, very good. Thanks very much for coming in, and have a good supper there, 7-3 for now. Okay, that's a short time in mobile list, so let's start her up here. We'll go first, of course, we'll go to Prince Edward Island, see if there's any stations on PEI that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead.
Victor Echo 1, Alpha India.
Okay, Ron, I got you in there, VE1AIC. Anybody else from Prince Edward Island? Anybody from PEI that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net? Go ahead, please. Okay, all by yourself, Ron. Very good evening, VE1AIC, VE1JBL.
Okay, Jim. Very good. Nothing to report here. -3 in Town. Trying to stay warm. V1AIC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron. Yeah, it is a cool day, that's for sure. And I wasn't out too much there today. But anyways, more to come. Thanks, Ron, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, that was the first round from Prince Edward Island, so let's go into Nova Scotia. First round from Nova Scotia. Stations from Nova Scotia. I'd like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
VE1 Foxtrot Sierra Mike.
Victor Echo 1, Bravo Tango Charlie. VE1MUI, Victor Echo 1, Mike Uniform India.
Okay, so far I got 3 stations there. I got VE1FSM, VE1BTC, and VE1MUI. Anybody else from Nova Scotia like to check in the net? Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Echo.
And I got Joe at the end there, VE1 Triple E. Top of the list, VE1FSM, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Frank.
VE1 JBL, VE1 Foxtrot Sierra Mike. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to everybody else on net tonight. And yep, a little on the cool side. It's getting cooler out there. Got like 4.4 on the gauge here behind me. So I guess we gotta expect it this time of year. It's not too far. It's we'll be into December. Wow, year's gone, and Christmas is not far. Anyway, Jim, no real traffic, just more or less popping in, say hello, and give your mark for the book. So back to you. VE1 JBL, VE1 Foxtrot Sierra.
Okay, very good, Frank. Thanks very much for coming in. Yes, it was definitely a cool day for sure there. So take care, and we'll talk to you again there. 7-3 for now. VE1 BTC, Brendan, come on in.
Hello, everyone. JBL on the Maritime Fusion Net. Everyone BTC. Well, very good there, Jim. Good in there. Me and Mom took a drive down to Antigonish today and stopped and had supper at Mother Webb's. Oh my, that place is good. And they had really good coffee there too. Yeah, it was a pretty good little trip there. Other than that, Jim, we're not really up to too much. We got a nice little fire on the new wood stove here in the living room, so it's nice to have that thing in the chair. Anyway, sir, we'll say 7-3 to you, and we'll be chatting VE1 JBL, VE BTC.
VE1 BTC, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Brendan. Good on everything there, and the place to eat there. It's always good. It's always good to find a place that's good to eat, and you always want to go back there for sure. So good stuff. Very good. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. And let's go see Matt. VE1 MUI, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL and the Wednesday evening Fusion Net, VE1 MUI. Good evening there, Jim. Everybody on tonight. Oh, it's chilly here in Pump-to-Go, same as everywhere else. We've had some flurries throughout the day, but nothing really stuck to the ground here, so. And I did a little bit of pressure washing this afternoon inside my trailer, and all ready to go hit the road tomorrow, so. That's what's going on around here. And we're just waiting for the boys to get out and dump their traps here, hopefully by Saturday. So we can start getting busy on hauling some lobsters. So 7-3 all, everybody have a good week. VE1 JBL on the net, VE1 MUI.
Yeah, okay, very good, Matt. Good on everything there, and the lobster. Yeah, I think they were supposed to drop them last week. I think I don't know, it had something to do with weather or not, but hopefully they'll get them all in there, or maybe they're beyond their way back, whatever it is. But hopefully everybody will be safe for sure there. So very good. Hey, thanks very much, Matt, for coming in. Have yourself a great night there. And let's go ahead and see Joe. VE1 Triple E, VE1 JBL.
E1JPL, VE1 Triple. Good evening to you, Jim. Good evening to all on the frequency. I don't have everything to report except she's cool, -3, but at least we're not shoveling the white stuff here, but that'll come soon enough, Jim. Anyway, I'm going to run. Have yourself a great one. All the very best to one and all of them. VE1, E, and that other E.
Yeah, okay, very good, Joe. Yeah, we had a few flurries here this morning. This morning, it just, although it was blue sky, there were still some flurries flipping around. I think it was coming off the Northumberland Strait there. But anyways, rest of the day, nope, never got a thing there. So, anyways, we're still snowless here, and we just like it that way. So very good. Have yourself a great evening, 7-3 for now. Okay, with that short list from Nova Scotia, let's go into New Brunswick and see if we can round up some guys and girls from New Brunswick there. Stations from New Brunswick, I'd like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 9, Golf, Charlie. Victor Echo 9, Alpha, India.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 and TV.
Alpha.
Okay, I got a few there. I'll tell you who I have here. I have VE9 Golf Charlie, VE9 Alpha India, VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE9 Echo Lima Alpha. Who did I miss?
VE9, Victor Echo Alpha. VE9, Bravo, Oscar, Foxtrot.
Okay, I got two more stations here. I got VE9 VEA and VE9 VOF. Top of the list. VE9 Golf Charlie. Gordon, very good evening.
Good evening, Jim. VE1 JBL of the Maritime Fusion Net, Victor Echo 9 Golf Charlie. Well, good evening to you, all those that came in there before. I wasn't keeping track of all of them. I know Mike, my neighbor, was coming up there in a little bit, and Vern, and some of the others. Anyway, I just wanted to pop in and say good evening. We've got about -6 degrees here in Natharan and about 6 kilometers worth of wind at the moment. So a little bit chilly out there this evening. Well, thanks for doing that, and thanks for calling in. And we'll look forward to checking in again next Wednesday evening. The one JBL with the Maritime Fusion Net, Victor Echo 9 Golf Charlie.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gordon. Good on everything there. And before you go, Gordon, are you bored from retirement yet?
No, not quite yet. I've been keeping too busy doing renovations here at the house.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gordon. Yeah, it's best when you retire to keep yourself busy, that's for sure. And I know you will there, so very good. 7-3, have yourself a great evening. VE9AI, VE1 JBL, up Gary, up in Fredericton, come on in.
VE1 JBL Net Control VE9AI. Good evening to one and all. Not much new here. Still got some snow out in the front lawn that didn't go away. There's supposed to be 1.5 inches still there from what the plow had plowed along the road, but it's other places here it's bare, but up on the hill here we like snow, I guess. Anyway, not too much else, Jim, I guess. Everybody have a great week. Back to Net Control VE9AI.
VE9AI, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Gary. Good and everything there. And just, yep, you can keep that snow up there. And you know, more that's coming down our way there. You can stop at your place there if you like. And the less the better, that's for sure. But I know we'll get it. So there you go. Thanks, Gary, for coming in. Have yourself a great week. 7-3 for now. Let's go back into Irishtown and see Mike, VE9MTV, VE1JBL.
Yeah, VE1JBL with the Maritime Fusion Net VE9MTV. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to Tim, Gordon, and Gary, and everybody else. Yeah, very good. It was pleasurable to see everybody at the clubhouse this morning, and paid my dues for another years of the Moncton Club, and yeah, we had a few chats here and there, and we played around with our little radios that we purchased, the Baofeng UV 5K or 5R Plus. It receives on AM band aircraft, and quite nice for the price. I mean, $26 with the programming cable, Canadian, free shipping, no tax, so can't complain. Anything goes wrong, just throw it out and order another one. But yeah, great audio on that little portable there, for sure. And yeah, very good. Yeah, well, I'm going to be doing the CQ Canada net there at 10 o'clock. There was a lot of confusion about the times. They were starting it at 9, but I told them at 9 o'clock doesn't work for me because I check in normally on the French provincial net at 9, and of course we have the American machine net at 9. So and this net goes to 8:30 sometimes, even more. So and normally we used to check in at 10 on the CQ Canada net. So I'm doing it tonight at 10 o'clock our time. So back to you, Jim. Have a good net, and Ira Francis out there in Alberta. 7-3 to all, VE1JBL, VE9MTV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Good and everything there, and the new radios, and doing the net there tonight there too. So yeah, good on everything there, and hopefully maybe Francis will check in with you there later tonight. There, that'll be more his evening time out there. So maybe I'll check with you there. Anyways, have yourself a great night. 7-3 for now. And let's go to review and see Keith, VE9ELA, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL, VE9ELA. Good evening, Jim. And hi, all the gang is coming on there tonight. Sounds like you got a good start there to the net, which is great. Yeah, like you're right, saying it was a bit cold out. I went for a walk today, and it was a bit brutal. Had to wear the big jacket, but hey, it's the time of year. It's not bad. We can live with it. It's supposed to be up 4 degrees tomorrow, so heat wave. Yeah, Jim, thanks for calling in. Thanks again for doing that. Really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you again next week. VE9ELA, Keith Air Riverview.
Yeah, okay, very good, Keith. Good on everything there, and thanks very much, as usual, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. All the way up to Trackety Shiloh and see Vern, VE9VEA, VE1JBL.
So, VE1JBL, Wednesday Night Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hands on the frequency there for sure. Well, Jim, we've been riding along with you pretty well since you pulled the plug and opened the doors and got things rolling. So that's a good sign that the system's working again tonight. Never know, Wednesday nights, that's usually be the night it acts up. But so far, so good. Everything sounds great. You sound great as usual. So, just want to wish everybody a great evening and a great wake-up call tomorrow. 7-3 to everybody, 88 to the ladies. Special good evening, shortwave sister. We'll turn it back to you, VE1JBL net control for Victor Echo 9, Victor Echo Alpha, and says thank you for doing the net, Jim. Thank you for calling us in one more time and putting up with my foolishness one more time. Hopefully we'll be around again next week to aggravate the airways a little bit more. 7-3 all, bye-bye.
The VE9, VEA, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Vern. Good on everything there, and the 500's working well, Vern. Sounds good. So everything is fine there. 7-3 for now. And let's go into remember Cook and see Bob. VE9 BOF, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE9 Bravo Oscar Foxtrot. Good evening, Jim. And good evening to everybody else on the Fusion Net tonight. I haven't used my Fusion in this 400 for quite a while anyway, so I decided to crank her up there. I guess she still works good. Just to check in, and VE9 BOF, we're going to be clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bob. Well, good to have you back on the air tonight there. So good hearing you there. Thanks very much for taking part there, and 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, we've done one round of Maritime provinces, so let's open it up for stations outside the Maritimes. Anybody outside the Maritimes that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor. I missed the Maritimes part, so checking in later. Thank you.
VE9 PKV, VE1 JV. Okay, very good, Ravine. I did get you in there, so no problem. Thanks very much for taking part there. 7-3 for now. Okay, again, let's open it up for stations outside the Maritimes. Anybody from outside the Maritimes that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, this is your time. Call sign here is VE1 JVL. My name is Jim. Stations from outside the Maritimes. Go ahead, please.
VE1 ABX.
Well, Guy, VE1 ABX, VE1 JBL. I know you're outside the Maritimes, so give us a rundown where you're at tonight here. VE1 ABX, VE1 JBL.
Good evening, Jim, and so now we're sitting in Ontario here, Stony Creek, and it says +2, but my geez, she's a cold wind waiting on you. Other than that, not too much going on, Jim. Just getting ready for another load. Heading west, I'm going to talk to Calgary here, and on to Vancouver, and then be headed home. I'm looking to be home here somewhere around the 15th December, thereabouts, and probably taking Christmas off at that point. So, other than that, we'll shoot back to you, Jim, in that control. Somebody over Eagle 1 ABX.
Yeah, okay, very good, Guy. Good and everything there. And the last time I was talking to you, you were leaving Calgary, heading east there. Have you already been home and then back up to Ontario again?
No, Jim, no. I just got to Stony Creek here yesterday evening. And I got that night in. I'm off tonight. And no, we'll be headed probably to Calgary there tomorrow.
Okay, very good, Guy. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you made it all the way home and then back again, or what the story was. And maybe we'll catch you on one of those ice road truckers. You plan on doing any of that ice road trucking, Guy, over?
I go ice road trucking every time I go out, Jim. Every time I go out, I go across the Rockies there. That's ice road trucking. Fortunately, I don't. You don't see me on the highway to hell or highway through hell. They're the towing company outfit there. No, I tend to keep my rubber right where it is. So no, we don't do no ice road trucking. No.
Yeah, okay, very good, Guy. Very good. Yeah. I always liked that show. Me and the wife, we used to watch that quite a bit there. We always enjoyed that for sure there. So very good. Okay, very good. Thanks very much. And yeah, I know what you mean by that highway to hell there. Yeah, that's quite a challenge there for sure. I wouldn't want to travel at any time. I don't care what I was driving. Very good. Thanks, Guy, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening and safe driving there for sure. 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, we're going to start round two. Round two of the Maritime Fusion Net. Again, we'll start with Prince Edward Island. Any stations from Prince Edward Island that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, go ahead, please.
Victor, Yankee 2, Fox United.
Dave, you're all by yourself up in Cavendish there. VY2FU, VE1JBL. Come on.
Seems so, Jim. All on my own here. So, well, good evening to everybody on the Fusion Net here. And what do we got here for weather up here? It was kind of a crappy day, and I think just cloudy, and it did rain today. But anyways, I'm just to check in here from Cavendish, and hello everybody. I just turned the radio on. I'm not in gear yet. Victor, Yankee 2, Fox United. Fuzzy underwear. Thank you very much.
VY2 Fuzzy Underwear, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Dave. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight there, and thanks again for taking part there. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a great week, and we'll probably hear you on the radio there at another time there. 7-3 for now. Any other stations from Prince Edward Island that would like to check in with that here before we move on? Stations from PEI, go ahead, please. Nothing heard. Let's return to Nova Scotia. Second round from stations from Nova Scotia. Anybody from Nova Scotia want to check in the Maritime Fusion Net? Call sign here is VE1JBL. My name is Jim. Stations from Nova Scotia. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Sierra, VE1JF. Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-ray, VE1 Zulu X-ray.
Okay, I got 4 stations at a time. I don't know if I missed any or not. I got VE1 KEV, VE1 Juliet Sierra, VE1 Zulu X-ray, and VE1 Charlie Tango. Who did I miss? Any other stations from Nova Scotia? Go ahead.
Victor Alpha 1, Charlie Alpha Mike.
And I got Chris at the end there, VA1CAM. Top of the list, VE1 KEV, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Kevin.
Yeah, very good evening, Jim. VE1 JBL from VE1 Kilo Echo Victor. Very good evening, and good evening to all on the net there tonight. Good sounding crew there for sure. I too have been kind of riding along with you for a bit, and just going through some emails and on to QRZ a little bit here as well, and checking out some of the contacts that I like looking at their QRZ pages, the ones that I've contacted or whatever, so see what maybe they might be running or antennas, whatever. So we're doing a bit of that as well here this evening, so I'm listening along. So that's about it. Call here is people have already reported, and hopefully it'll be a little warmer tomorrow. We do have a fire on here tonight as well, so keeping our toes warm with that. Thanks for calling us in, Jim. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening there, you and Wendy. V1 JBL, V1 KV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Kevin. Good everything there, and yeah, she was a cool one today, and yeah, we got a nice fire going here tonight there too. Supposed to be mild on Friday. I've got 8 or 9 degrees. They're saying here. They're still saying it. Mostly sunny, maybe a chance of showers. Mostly sunny here for Friday. So I think I'm heading out boating someplace, Kevin, and I'm just not sure where. But I think I'm going to head out Friday. I think this will probably be the last one because I think it's getting to the end of the line here. So we're going to try. We're going to try on Friday there. Anyways, thanks, Kevin, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down and see John at VE1JS, VE1JBL. Go ahead.
V1JBL, the net, V1JS. Good evening, Jim. Good evening, all. Nice day here in Sandy Cove. Some sun, some cloud. We've had no snow to speak of. What we have had is long gone. Temperature here now about -2, so we're going to have a cold night. But that's okay. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for calling me in, and we'll look for you again next week. V1JBL, the net, V1JS, 7-3.
VE1JS, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, John. Good on everything there. Thanks very much for taking part, and have yourself a great week down there in Sandy Cove. 7-3 for now. Let's go into Two Islands and see Brad. VE1 Zulu X-Ray, VE1JB.
V1JBL with the Fusion Net, V1 Zulu X-Ray. Very good evening, Jim. Very good evening, everybody on the frequency here. And I was over to Moncton today. It was cool over there. Quite a little bit of wind over there. And good evening to my neighbor here in Moose River, Chris, there. And Chris, thanks very much for that deer steak. It surely went down good at supper time there, high. And there's a great big beaver moon over Two Islands here tonight, Jim. It's got the bay lit right up here. Thanks for checking me in there, Jim. Thanks for doing that. V1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-Ray.
Yeah, okay, very good, Brad. Good on everything there. And yeah, I noticed early this morning the moon was looked pretty full there. And yeah, and then I heard tonight they're talking about the beaver moon. I've never heard that one before, but now I've heard it on the weather. I've heard you mention it there, so there you go, the beaver moon there. So very good. Yeah, I'll have to go out there and have a look at it thereafter. Anyways, thanks, Brad, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. And let's go down and see Robert in New Minas. I saw your call sign come up, Robert. I didn't hear you, but I saw the call sign. I think you doubled with Brad there, so I know you're there. VE1 Charlie Tango, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
V1 JBL, V1 CT returning. Good evening to you, Jim. All on frequency. Yeah, just part with the moment outside here, and yeah, it's nippy out here. Good hands and pockets weather, and well, what can we say? We finally got our first snow of the year. About time Mother Nature made up her mind. Hi. And got nothing further at this time. Look forward to everyone check in tomorrow morning there with the Maritime TV Wake Up Net. And we'll pass back to you, Jim. Everyone have yourself a great and safe Wednesday evening. VE1 JBL, VE1 CT Portable, 7-3.
Okay, very good, Robert. Good and everything there, and the first snow there. So all is good. Thanks very much for taking part there, and join Robert tomorrow morning for the wake up net there. So drop in and see Robert there in the morning. 7-3. And let's go into Moose River and see Chris. VE1 CAM, VE1 JBL, and I heard you were playing Santa Claus to Brad today. There, I guess it went over well. Over.
VE1 JBL, VA1 CAM. Good evening, folks. Thanks for calling me in, Jim. Yeah, that's what I had for supper as well. I had my deer steak and eggs for supper, so it was great. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Brad. I was over for a visit, but you were on tour. Anyhow, yeah, no, glad to be able to check in and listen to everybody here on the net. It's 6 below here in Moose River, a little dust in the snow from yesterday, but just a nice cool evening to sit inside and try to keep my eyes open after my deer steak. Anyhow, that's all I have to report. Thank you very much, and 7-3 to all, and back to net control.
Yeah, okay, very good, Chris. Good at everything there, and yeah, now you can lay back there and have a nap there. So take care. 7-3 for now. Okay, that was the second round of PEI and the second round of Nova Scotia. So let's move into New Brunswick and take a second round from New Brunswick. Any other stations from New Brunswick? The light checked in Maritime Fusion Net. The call sign here is VE1JBL. My name is Jim, located in Tignish Bridge. Looking for stations from New Brunswick. Go ahead.
VE1OL, VE1 Oscar Lima.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, VE9 PIN.
VE1.
Okay, so far I have VE1OL, VE9PIN, and VE1WIN, and Gordon with a recheck. Go ahead, Gordon, with a recheck.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. Thanks. Just I switched rigs. Been having some audio issues, I think, with this one on some of the other repeaters. So I just wanted to find out, how the audio sounds at the moment, and then in a moment, if you don't mind, I will switch to a different mic. Over.
Yeah, Gordon, I had to turn it all the way up to hear you. So, yeah, there is something going on there. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Jim. Okay, I switched microphones. We'll see if this one's any better, because if it's the same, then I got some problem within the rig, I think, over.
I think it is the microphone, Gordon. You were fine that time. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Thank you very much, Jim. We'll look into that. VE1JBL with the net, VE9GC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gordon. No problem at all, 7-3 for now. Okay, on the list here for New Brunswick, I have VE1OL, VE9PIN, and VE1WIN. Any other stations from New Brunswick? Now, let's check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Stations from New Brunswick. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, VE9 PKV recheck.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo, VE9 OSK.
VE9 Charlie Uniform Bravo, VE9 Charlie Uniform Bravo.
Okay, I have VE1OL, VE9PIN, VE1WIN, VE9OSK, VE9CUB, and I have Praveen with a recheck there. VE9PKV. Go ahead, Praveen, with recheck.
VE1JBL, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor with a recheck. Just thought I'll catch the Maritime, the New Brunswick portion of it. Thanks very much for doing the net. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all. 73.
Yeah, okay, very good, Praveen. No problem at all there. Good to hear you in there. And 7-3 for now. Okay, top of the list, Aubrey, up in Quispam Sist, VE1OL, VE1JBL. Go ahead.
VE1JBL and that VE1OL. Hi, Jim, and hi, everybody. Boy, everybody's sounding really good here. Nice, clear audio, and everybody's nice and loud, and a pleasure being on here. And thanks very much for doing this. I've been on the White Cane Net and the Maritime Net, and now I'm on this one. And between nets, I was able to get something to eat and actually see a little bit of world news. Anyway, great to be on here, and just want to say hello to everybody and tell you how much I like Fusion
And I like DMR too, I have to admit that. Anyway, back to you, Jim, and wish everybody all the best. And I presume, Jim, you got a new ring there, and be interested to hear what you got. VE1JBL, VE1OL.
Yeah, okay, very good, very good. Aubrey, good on everything, good on all the nets, and good on supper. Did you let Daisy outside for her business?
Funny that you ask. Yes, and she's back in here with me now. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, very good, Aubrey. As busy as you were, I just wanted to make sure you let the dog out there, and so very good. Pat her on the head for me there. Anyways, have yourself a great evening. And no, I didn't get a rig yet, Aubrey. What I've been doing is my FT890, the old rig that I have, the 890. That's the one I've been taking out and doing POTA with there. It's been working out fine. I have absolutely no problem with it there. It works fine there, so that's what we've been using. It's small enough. It doesn't really take up too much in the truck there, so that's what I've been using for my portable operations there. Anyways, that's it from here, Aubrey. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go all the way up to Edmonton and see Bert. I'm sure there must be a little bit of snow up there. VE9PIN, VE1JBL.
Good evening, everyone. That means from sea to sea to sea to ocean and all the planets. So anybody can hear me. I've got a phone ringing here. Not much to report, minus 12 in Edmonton, and well, in Truesdale, there was also Victor Echo 1, Papa Lima there that checked in the boat tutorial. So in Truesdale,
Okay, very good, Bert, and I got Pat down here at the end there, so Pat, we'll get you in there for sure. Okay, thanks, Bert. That's cold for sure there, so 7-3. And Peter, I don't think you're up in at the cottage now, but anyways, come on in, VE1WIN, VE1JBL.
Yeah, good evening from the cottage. Yeah, I'm still here. We have no water, but I've got power and everything. If I need to go to the facilities, I can go in the backyard if I have to go. So there you go. I've still got power. I've got heat. I'm just up here for a day or two, and then I'm going to head back. I wanted to clean out a few more things out of the cottage for the winter, so I'm going to head back probably tomorrow. So just wanted to say to everybody on the net and talk to everybody later. Have a good evening.
Yeah, okay, very good, Peter. Very good. Well, as long as you stay warm in the cottage there, that's the main thing there. So, very good. Okay, very good. Thanks for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Let's go to it into the FNC Oscar, VE9OSK, VE1JBL.
JDL, VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Hopefully I'm coming through. I'm kind of wondering if it really was working or not. I tried to check in twice when it was the first round of New Brunswick, and this was the second time on the second round in New Brunswick. So finally, I guess you got me. Probably somebody covering me all the time there. No news here. Just want to give you a check-in there, Jim, and thanks for doing the net and calling me in. Victor Echo 9 Oscar Sierra Kilo from the on the monthly repeater.
Yeah, okay, very good, Oscar. And yeah, that's why we like to do at least a couple of rounds there, and a couple of rounds within the rounds. to try to get everybody in there, and yes, you were probably covered up by other stations there. So thanks for persisting there, and glad we got you in there. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Let's go right into Moncton and see Don, VE9CUB, VE1JBL.
VE1 JBL, this is VE9 Charlie Uniform Bravo here on handheld. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to everybody on the Fusion Net tonight. No traffic, just being there for your slate, or a mark for your slate, I guess.
So I hope everybody's having a great week, and more importantly, has a safe and good remainder of the week. So with that, Jim, I'll give it back to you. Thanks for doing that, and thanks for calling in. Victor Echo 1 JBL, this is Victor Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo. Again, thanks, Jim, for doing the net and calling in.
V9 CUV, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Don. No problem at all there. Glad we got you in there tonight there, and thanks very much for taking part. So 7-3, have yourself a great week there. And last but not least, Pat, we didn't hear you, but we know you're in there. VE1 PPL, VE1 JBL. How's the cold weather up in Edmonton there, Pat? Come on in.
It is very cold, very cold. And we got lots of snow. I hope that we won't have much more. But anyway, that's it for the snow. And the temperature is -6. And that's it in Edmonton. Okay. Talk to you later.
The VE1 PPL, VE1 JBL, okay, very good, Pat. Good and everything there, and the snow and the cold. And I think I heard on the weather tonight there, you may be getting some more on Monday. What's today here? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, I think it is, or something like that. But anyways, take care. Thanks very much for taking part there tonight, and 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, we've completed 2 rounds of the Maritime Fusion Net, so what we're going to do now is just open it up for anybody anywhere, inside or outside the Maritime provinces that would like to take part in the Maritime Fusion Net. Call sign here is Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. My name is Jim, located in Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia. Stations from anywhere that would like to check in the net. Go ahead, please.
Victor 9, Golf Kilo. Victor Echo 9er, Golf Kilo.
Okay, I got one station at a time. Glenn, I got you in there, VE9GK. Any other stations from inside or outside Maritimes? I'd like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee. Victor Echo 1, Romeo Charlie Mobile.
Okay, I got a couple other stations here. I got Joe, VE1GUI, and Rob, VE1RCC Mobile. And Rob, I'll take you first. Go ahead, please.
VE1 JVL, and RCC Mobile. Yeah, thanks for getting me in here. Actually, I'm in the village here. I just finished a service call, so I'm doing the paperwork, and then I can get on the road there again, and all that. So figured on striking it when I could. Here we be, and all that there. I see that there's a few more repeaters there up and going there, so that was nice to see that there on the Maritime Amateur. So good news resource there. So thanks for doing that and all that good stuff. Anyway, gotta get going, finish up, and then call it a night. Thanks for letting me in. Everyone have a good day there. From cooling off Wedgeport, VRCC Mobile.
Okay, very good, Rob. No problem at all there. Good to have you on board there tonight, and safe driving, especially this time of night here. You never know what's on the road, or I don't know if there'd be black ice out there tonight or not. There, I know it's cooling off there, so safe travels there for sure. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Petty Kodiak and see Gwen. VE9GK, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL, Maritime Fusion Net, Victor Echo 9er, Golf Kilo. And Petty Kodiak returning. Yeah, Jim, good evening, and good evening to everybody on the net. I tried to get in here a few times as well and got covered up apparently, so I guess that happens with digital quite a bit there. Anyway, no real traffic. We're just following on with the net there. We did the Maritime Net and the White Cane Social, so I figured I might as well do this one too.
Anyway, back to you. Thanks for calling me in, Jim, and thanks for doing the net. Victor Echo 9 Golf Kilo. Back to net control.
Okay, very good. Glenn, good on that, and glad you finally made it through there. So persistence pays off, I guess. So good stuff. Good to have you on board there tonight. Thanks very much for coming in, and have yourself a great evening. And let's get down to Clam Point and see Joe, VE1GY, VE1JVL.
VE1JBL, VE1GY. Good evening there, Jim. Yeah, I'm like the couple of the other guys. The whole 2 times you come to the Nova Scotia, I guess I got covered up the whole 2 times. So anyway, so I waited for whole night to get over it to try to get in. So here I is. Yeah, no, it's been a pretty good day. We had a little snow covered last evening. They covered the grass, everything. But started to melt a little teeny bit the other day. We got 0.5 here and there. It was up to 2, I think, almost 2 degrees the other day, and I thought she was gonna melt it all off, but it didn't. It didn't happen. So it must have been a little bit cold, not for that to happen. But anyway, we got 0.5. I think that was melted snow that come down in the marine station there, and melted that and made a couple tips in the bucket there. So anyway, other than that, everything's pretty good here. So I get a little fire going out tonight, or today. We whipped her up, just to take the chill off the floor. We got heat pumps here. They weren't good for up in top here, but the floor is the main thing. Get the floor warm, so you can make you warm all over. Anyway, thanks for calling me in, Jim. Be careful the next time when it goes around. B1GUI, going clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Joe. Yeah, with all the repeaters up and everybody jumping on everybody and stuff like that. That's why we like to do 2 rounds, and then I just open it up at the end for anybody there. So hopefully between the 2 rounds and open it up at the end, we get everybody in here before we close here. So I'm glad you stuck with us there. So very good, Joe. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, well, that was the bottom of the list, so it's just past 8 p.m. here, so let's take another round for anybody, anywhere, inside or outside the Maritimes. I'd like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Echo Sierra, V1DES.
Hi, Don. Great to hear you in there, VE1DES. Any other stations? I would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net from anywhere. Any other stations? Go ahead, please. All by yourself, Don. VE1DES, VE1JBL. We probably stepped on your toes a couple of times there, too. Go ahead.
V1JBL, V1DES. Hi, Jim. Yes, it happened a few times. I'm running as an inside antenna here and 5 watts, so I expect that. I haven't got the power to get out and step on anybody else, so I kind of hide in a corner till everything's all clear and nobody else is checking in. You've had a good net there, Jim. And we got a little bit of dusting of snow on the grass, but not enough to mount anything. So I'll turn it back to you, V1JBL, V1DES, down here in a little windy city town of Yarmouth. Can't call it a city anymore, the population's gone down too far. Back to net control.
Yeah, okay, very good, Don. Good and everything there, and good on the little town there. Yeah, we'll have to try and get down there. I know me and the wife have spoken about that in the past couple of years here. Now that we're out and about here after COVID, that may be one of the areas that we'll take a run down to is around the bottom and back up the other side there. We haven't done it before, so we're thinking about doing that. So that may be in the works for next summer or the summer after that, but we'll see. Thanks, Don, for coming in. Have a great evening, 7-3. Okay, any other stations from inside or outside the Maritimes? Inside or outside? I'd like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead, please. Okay, and with that silence, we're going to make this the last call. This will be the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net for November the 29th, the last net of November. The last call for the Maritime Fusion Net for anybody anywhere. Go ahead, please. And with that silence, we will close the net at 8:05 p.m. And want to thank everybody for checking in the net tonight. We had 38 check-ins there tonight, so good net. We also want to thank the owners of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check into. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at www.MikeAlphaAlphaRomeoCharlie.ca. That's MikeAlphaAlphaRomeoCharlie.ca, MAARC, and click on Club Activities/Nets. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritime's room is now open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1JBL. Jim here in Dignish Bridge, Nova Scotia. Signing off and reminding everybody that next week, Mike, BE9MTV, will be doing bilingual net for the first net in December. So if you get a chance, check in with Mike there next Wednesday night. VE1JBL, clear and 7-3. Everybody have a great night.